Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury from the ArchieLuxury channel, the Paul Pluta channel, and ArchieLuxury corporate. Guys, keep watching. Keep watching. I need the viewers. I need the viewers. I need the subs. I need it. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell your friends, whether you like them or hate them. Just tell them anyhow. ArchieLuxury on YouTube. Hey guys, it's your pontiff, ArchieLuxury on the Paul Pluta channel. Today, guys, I want to talk about, I think I'm coming to the end of my collectible. I'm coming to the end of my collection. Let me explain. Guys, I've had a number of collections. I've had numbers in the teens. I've had numbers 3 or 4. I've had many different size collections, and at the moment, I'm very heavy in the dress watches. I got my 6 Patek's and a Reverso. Quick wristwatch. Check. I'm wearing my JJ Now, I gotta tell you guys. Gotta tell you. I've really been somebody who loves Patek Philippe. I've always wanted Patek Philippe, and I've been very fortunate in my time as a collector. I've been able to sample many watches, and I had a lot of fun. And I've got to say, eventually you start to realize, hang on a minute, what do I really like? What gives me joy? What do I love? And I'm starting to get to that point. I'm just putting on my Patek on the other wrist, just for the sake of this video. I like to look at it. And I got my prompter, my tally prompter's got a picture of my 5 Pateks. I got 6, yes, I got 6. And let me explain. I gotta be totally honest with you. I am so lucky to have my Pateks. I'm just a poor boy from a poor family. And to have 6 Pateks is pretty damn good. And I gotta tell you, I'm coming to the stage where I'm thinking, hang on, Arch, what number, how many do I want, what's the collection? And I actually see an end in sight. That's correct, an end. And that's not to mean that I'd never add to that, but it means I'm starting to get content with my current collection. Let me explain. I've got 5 unique Pateks. I got the World Time, that's the 5110 in yellow gold. I got the annual calendar, that's the 5035 in yellow gold. I got the 5196 manual wind Calatrava. That's the 5196, and I got 2 white golds. I got a 5127, and I've also got a 6006. Now, what I'd like to do, what I really would like to do, is I would really like to add to this collection here. I would like to, how do I put it? I'd like to add a couple sports watches. Now, I do have a sports watch. I got the Reverso. Well, that's kind of a dress watch, but what I'd like to do is, guys, I'd like to add a couple of watches, and that's basically it. That's the core collection. What do I want to add? And it's a very good question. I think, in all honesty, I'd like to add stuff that I can use and wear. I got enough beautiful, dressy Pateks. That's precious metal. I've got 3 yellow gold, 3 white gold, and I've got 1 steel Reverso. Now, what I'd like to do is, I really would love to add Steel Sports Rolex. I want a Steel Sports Rolex. Yes, I'd like to add Steel Sports Rolex. Now, I don't know. I've got a good fan of the channel. He's getting a Rolex Submariner date in for me at retail. So if I could get that, that would be absolutely amazing. That'd be amazing. I don't want to jinx it by counting my chickens before the eggs have hatched. Okay, but that'd be damn amazing. If I got a sub date, I'd then love to add, if I got a sub date, I'd love to add an Explorer 2 42. And I think I'd maybe add a Speedy, and I am done. That is absolutely it. That is it. I don't really lust or want anything else. And I think I'm coming to the usable limit of my collection. I got to be honest with you. You can get very greedy. Some people have said, Arch, why don't you sell a couple of the Pateks and get a dream Patek like a 5170 or a perpetual calendar? And I'm thinking, stop. I really love the 5 I've got. I've got my 6th one. It's for sale. It's at Vintage Watch Co. The reason it's for sale is I want to take those proceeds and buy Steel Sports Rolex, Rolexes or Rolex, and I'd love to get maybe some sort of Speedy, but it doesn't have to be a Speedy. You know, I'm quite flexible. I'd be even very happy with a Zenith El Primero. El Primero, that's correct. I'd be very happy with that. That's a fantastic watch. It's a beautiful watch. But for me, I got to tell you, I think the lusting and, you know, the collection is starting to, I'm starting to think, okay, I'm really happy with the Pateks. I love them. Get a few Steel Sports, and you've got an amazing collection. And that's where I'm really thinking. I'm starting to be content. I got no desire really to get two-tone. You might say, why not, Arch? Why not? Well, because I've got the gold in the Pateks. The gold. They're 3 yellow gold and 2 white gold. Plus I got another white gold for sale. So I don't count that as in the core collection because it's on the market. But I got to tell you, I'm sort of coming to the end. When I say end of dramatically changing the dynamics of the collection. And so how many would that give me? So if I've got 5 Pateks, the Reverso, a Rolex Steel Sports, okay, so 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 pieces. That's kind of it. That's it. And that doesn't mean I'd never ever add one more to it. I mean, say I had a financial windfall like an inheritance, of course I'd add something to it. But unless circumstances change, I'd probably be pretty content with what I have. So it's kind of funny. I'm starting to get to the stage where I'm thinking I'm actually content. I'm happy to talk about watches, look at new watches, and see stuff. But I don't need to lust, and, you know, I don't need to get more and more and more. And I gotta tell you, I think the joys of my collection, I always wanted Pateks. I've got more Pateks than I ever thought possible. I've got some beautiful ladies' watches in case I have you know, lady friends. I've got watches they can wear. All I got to do is get a few steel sports, and I think I'm kind of done. I'm kind of done. So let's see what happens there. Let's see what happens. And that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. I'm really feeling quite happy about that. I'm happy. I'm very happy to get that phase of the collection gone. But, you know, I've done many things. I got to be honest with you. I've had Pateks before. I've sold. I remember having two. 5107, 5035, and I had a ladies, that's three actually. I had a ladies Patek 24, and then I sold them for personal reasons, and I got some back. You know, I got the 5035 that came back, and I got a 5127, which is very much like the 5107. But I think if I sold them again, they probably wouldn't come back. That's it. How many bites of the cherry do you get? So I got to tell you honestly, I'm starting to actually be content. I've got all the Patek books. I wanted the Mondani books. That's the blue Italian guy. They're $1,000 for a set. $1,000 for a set of those. I've got all the key books. I got so many catalogs from Patek. They're hard to get. So I gotta say, I'm actually pretty damn content. Pretty content. So that's probably where I'm looking at. I'm looking at, you know, getting a couple, one or two steel sports, and that's it. That's it. I got what I wanted. I've got what I wanted. So we'll see how that goes there. But I'm starting to feel, you know, if I could just get a couple of steel sports, I'd love to have one. I've got to have one Rolex, and I got to have some sort of chronograph, whether it's an Omega or whether it's a Zenith. I don't think it really matters. In some ways, I really love the Zenith El Primero I had. So, guys, I'm starting to get content. Tell me what you think, guys. Am I out of my mind? What do you think? Guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and put some comments below. I'm your Pontiff, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, guys. ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.